What's up, everybody? Madden 22 has officially arrived today on EA Early Access, whatever they call it. So today I'm going to check out the game for the first time, give you my first impressions. If you're watching this after the stream is done, you can scroll down below and find various parts of the gameplay that you might be looking for, whether it's just in the game or franchise mode. I want to cover all of it here. Well, with that, I don't really care about Face of the Franchise or Ultimate Team or The Yard or Superstar KO. What's up, everybody? I'm not in the game at the moment. I'm letting this fill up. I have a 10-hour trial. I have a time limit, so I'm not wasting it right now. When do I think the stream will end? I'm probably streaming for a few hours. I don't know yet how long I'll be live, but we shall see. Let me guess, starting off with the Vikings Play Now game? No, we start inside of franchise mode, playing with the Vikings there. How's the Texas Heat? I love it. I absolutely love it. And what do we got today? 96? Low humidity by my standards. Let's go. How you liking Texas? Missing Minnesota? I've loved it in Texas since I moved here. Do I miss Minnesota? I miss parts of it, but I don't miss it as much as I thought I would. Thank you, Steven, for the super chat. But no, I don't miss it as much as I thought I would. How are people playing already? We got EA Play is a subscription you can subscribe to, $5 a month, and it's how you get the 10-hour trial right now of Madden 22. 96 in Baltimore today, feels like 105. That's pretty hot, because I know, like, it is 96 here, but it's not like humid. So it's like, I can handle it. Field of Dreams tonight is going to be great. Yeah, I can't wait to check that out. 105 in Kentucky. Lawn care in this weather is no joke. Yeah, like, it's very different, you know, if you're outside in the heat working, or, you know, just going to the store or something like that. Very big difference. You know, any kind of labor in the in any kind of heat really is intense. All right, this is it, everybody. Madden 22. You didn't get much from me in Madden 21. All right, you got I did like one stream to play early access, I think, and then I didn't play the game again until I got the PS5 and I started doing like my Texans franchise rebuild. So there is some new stuff to look forward to this year. There is new stuff in franchise, and there's the scouting update coming in September. Excited to dive into it today. I only had 10 hours right now at this trial, so I want to make the best use of that time and primarily focus on getting games in. Do I like Raising Cane's? Yeah, I do. Although I prefer Popeyes. It's hot everywhere. Welcome to August. How did I get the PS5? I got lucky on a Best Buy drop back in December. Favorite fast food restaurant? Is Five Guys considered fast food? They don't have a window. If I had to pick a place that has a window, like a drive-through, I gotta go Culver's. But I would take Five Guys over Culver's. Slim margin. I'm a sucker for like 8 pounds of fries and the free peanuts. And the burgers are really good. How do you play EA Play on the PS5? So you need to go to the search in the top right and search for Madden 22. Click on the standard edition and it should show like a pre-order price, and then next to it should be your free trial download. You should do a Saints rebuild this year. Walrus, I'm considering a lot of different teams. There's a lot of good ones out there, and I can't wait to put together my top 5 franchise teams video. That should be coming this coming week. Greetings from Germany. A little more European-friendly timing on this one. Five Guys is the in-between. Yeah, it's like that fast casual, I think they call it. You know, it's like Chipotle. Like, a meal at both places costs the same. It's the same type of, like, inside experience. I've had Chipotle 3 times this week. I'm guessing you're feeling a little salty and you can't, your body can't consume enough water right now. Hello from London. I was watching last night's stream till 2 a.m. I love it, Edward. Appreciate you being here. Hope you got a little bit of rest. Hope you got more rest than me. I slept a good 3 hours last night. Couldn't get back to bed. I go through this cycle sometimes where I'll randomly wake up at 4 a.m. And if I wake up at 4, I know I'm not getting back to bed. I don't know what it is. I just wake up and I cannot get back to bed. So I'm running on 3 hours right now, but wife hooked me up with the espresso machine today, so I think I'm gonna make it. I'm feeling good. Will I build another franchise universe like last year? I don't know. That's going to be tough just because I don't have a dynasty to make it all simple. Like, I haven't guaranteed that I'm doing a franchise on the main channel this year. I want to check out some things in the game first. I will be doing one on the second channel. I will be doing some smaller projects. I'm continuing to play a lot of MLB The Show, which I think is becoming more of a big thing on my channel. People are loving the baseball content. So, we'll see. I'm going to have some fun stuff, though. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not going to commit to too many big projects right now. How much of your audience is international? I don't know the numbers. But when I stream during the day, I mean, we got so many countries in the stream. We got Germany right now. We got Spain. We got England. I know we got Brazil. No one's even said it, but I know one of you at least is from Brazil. The Braves live stream game was incredible. Yes, we've had so many good games in the series lately. Like baseball, you end up with a lot of throwaway games, but every time we play, it just feels like a classic. But yeah, any big franchise series for me is not beginning until September. I'm not starting anything without the scouting. Anything big. So we're going to do some stuff in the meantime and kind of figure it out, you know. I think we have roughly a month. I have no idea when the update drops. Early September, late September, maybe drop it on my birthday. We'll see. Just going to take a few more minutes, let this fill up, and then we're going to get into the action. I have not played a game yet. I got into the game to get one screenshot of Dalvin, and then I was off. I'm from Brazil and you are my favorite YouTuber franchiser. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, it's on the PS5 EA Play. Search for it, Madden 22, click the standard edition, and it should have a spot there for the trial. Are you interested in Face of the Franchise? Not really. I don't know about Face of the Franchise, man. I'm not really wanting it. Check out ETN, trade for him to test trade logic. We can do some trade logic testing, no problem. Why isn't the next gen version on PC? Beats me. It should be next gen. PC should be the best place to play. You don't have to pre-order to play 10 hours. You need to have the EA trial. I have not pre-ordered, but I do have the EA Play subscription, $4.99 a month, and that gives you the 10-hour trial. I don't know if EA Play is in Game Pass Ultimate. I'm not as familiar with the Xbox ecosystem. I'd probably consider trying out Diamond Dynasty again, but I think that, you know, any card-based mode, I'd only be interested in playing like the first month of a game being out, because once it's just, you know, the race of keeping up and treating the game like it's a part-time job or paying money to skip the grind, I'm not into that. My philosophy when it comes to free-to-play is if you're not going to charge me, I'm going to play the game for free. If you want me to pay for the game, then charge me a fee to play the game. It is on PS5. Yes, that's where I am. All right, I'm going to fire it up. Let's do this. I have 9 hours and 41 minutes because I wasted some time on the install. Any word on PC yet? I don't know. I don't know if there is an early trial on the PC, to be perfectly honest. How's it going, Rashad? Good to see you here. And Connor as well. Oh, there is an early trial on PC. I wasn't sure. Bradley Chubb over under 6.5 sacks. I'd have to feel pretty good about the over on that, no? What's Chubb usually good for? 7.5 last year. 12 as a rookie. Yeah, I'd feel pretty good about the over on that, especially in a 17-game season. All right, everybody. Let me get this up. We are in Madden 22. And we are going to go straight into franchise mode. There is some new stuff. I want to see what it's all about. How do I have a franchise already? It must have been the cloud play now thing. I don't want that. All right. Let's see what we got in franchise mode. We are going to get into a game with the Minnesota Vikings, as I do every year to start the cycle. Let's use the real roster. And let's start it here in... Well, I want offline. Preseason roster. So you got the same starting points here. Preseason, regular, fantasy draft. You can choose what role you want to be. Custom coach. Looks like all the same stuff we're used to here. Although, staff talent cost modifier. That's going to be a new one with the coaching staffs. New feature there. Breakout scenarios. Are they on? Are they off? Dev trait regression. And then I wonder if they've changed the limits on this. I thought 400 was the max for star dev in the previous game. I can't remember. Yeah, this is going to be fun to check out new stuff in franchise this year. Practice injury. Oh, did I miss that? What's up, Kane? Been here since Kalispell, and I was in high school. Now I'm out of school. I appreciate that empathy. Glad you stuck around. We do need regression sliders. Yes, there needs to be some more stuff. So, this is the new main franchise hub. We have... One second, wants to teach me a lot of things. Weekly strategy for an activity where you set the game plan, player health, game plan goals, manage staff, roster, play your preseason game. And then we see goals on screen, standings, top player for the Broncos. I'm trying to use the right stick. Where it shows under Von Miller and his name, like that right stick, it shows 4 boxes. I'm trying to get to the other ones and I can't figure it out. League overview. That's a nice weekly schedule. I like that. And then you can check it out. This is the traditional screen for this. Oh, top performers as well. I want to see that. That'll probably be like league leaders is all that's gonna be. You got your news tab here. Can you click on these? No. Let's see. Manage staff. All right, we got coaching staffs in the game here now. We have the franchise staff, head coach Mike Zimmer. They do not have the real coordinators in the game, but your staff is going to have various impacts on your team. You have talent trees, just kind of a skill tree, and you can upgrade them and choose, you know, what do you want to focus on. This tree is all about player growth, and this one over here is about staff modifications. So, for instance, we have decrease multi-week injury recovery time. We have increase XP gains for free safeties and strong safeties. No surprise that Mike Zimmer has some defensive secondary boosts. Although you like to see him have it for corner already. Like, come on, that's his position right there. He loves corners. But not as much here on the offensive side because he's obviously a very defensive coach. Staff modifications. Offensive coordinator talents cost 10% less. Reminds me of that one package in head coach. Forget what it's called. Increase the hiring bonus when signing an offensive coordinator. So this is how your head coach kind of meshes with the rest of the staff then, and getting those guys hired. For offensive coordinator, you have on the block, practice makes perfect. I do not know yet if there are different trees for different OCs. But let's do a little experiment here. If I switch to another team's offensive coordinator and just pick a very different style team. I guess you do it here now from user teams. So let's pick a team with a very different offense then. Let's go with who do I want here? Let's see what Urban Meyer's doing in Jacksonville. So if we go to this manage staff screen, On the block, practice makes perfect. So those were both the same trees. But we're talking about blocking for fullbacks, blocking for tight ends, and you have to pick which, branch you want to go down. Run blocking for O-linemen, run blocking for O-linemen, but it's finesse. This one ends up being power. Pass blocking for tight ends. And then for practice makes perfect, we have injury rating, catching traffic, carrying. You kind of get the idea. It does remind me a lot of like NCAA. And that was a system that I liked, and I think that this has a lot more depth than NCAA's system. Got your player personnel, of course. Trades and contracts. Now, some of these are very similar to what you could buy with XP previously with your coaches, but there's more depth to it. All right, I want to go back to the Vikings. Switching to characters is a little more inconvenient in here. Normally you can hit R3 and scroll between all the teams, but now you have to navigate menus. Kind of a weird thing they did there. So I want to see this weekly strategy then. So they're going to give us information on our opponents, Teddy Bridgewater. And it's recommending we defend the deep pass. With Teddy at quarterback, the deep ball? I don't know about that. But you can choose how you want to focus on this. With Teddy, I gotta focus on the short pass. And that's going to give a boost to short pass coverage, but then you're more susceptible to double moves and intermediate coverage. You have Broncos offense, stats, their play calling tendencies, all their situations broken down. That's pretty cool. And then player health, but we're in the very beginning, so no one is hurt or anything. Skip to team profile? What's this? Okay, this is where you get your focus players again. Weekly game plan goal. You can choose these. We'll check out player equipment. Please don't spam. So what goal do you want for this week? 5 rushing touchdowns. And then, the more difficult the goal, the more you can potentially earn from it. I do notice here that it has like some rewards halfway through. I'm not sure if like you can get a partial, it must be partial reward. So you can make your goal 5, but at least you get something for getting to 3, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then if you start training, it'll simulate it. Here are all the game plan boosts. 5 medium accuracy. Wow. 5 medium route running. Just had a mentorship and the long-term option upped a dev trait on a rookie. Wow. Yeah, I want to see those scenarios pop up. Thank you for sharing that, Gary. Thank you for the super chat. So the game plan boosts here, getting a 5-point boost in an area is definitely an effect. It's not nothing. These game plan boosts are a bit more aggressive than they've been for well, the game plan boosts have been a little bit different. I don't really know how it worked because a lot of it was behind the scenes in the previous games. Then we get to upgrade players here, and this should be, I think, fairly similar. Got your archetypes here for each position. He's a 91 overall, TMP +1. Temporary +1 because of something. I don't know what it is because his morale is just 50. What's this next gen stats tab? And then if you wanted to see some equipment edits, I have no idea what's new here. I don't really check out a lot of equipment stuff. But you have all these options. Equipment. I know that you have Dalvin's mouthpiece in the game. Here are a look at some of the helmets. It doesn't zoom in up on the helmet, so you don't get a nice zoomed view of it. You got your rating edits, player traits, and the contract. Do they have DK's mouthpiece? Let's check out DK Metcalf. So you go, if you want to see, you go to manage roster right here in the main page, it looks like, NFL rosters. Metcalf's only an 89. Wow. Let's see if they have what we're looking for. I'm just checking out a couple things. Where are his career stats? Why are his stats missing? So they have him with pacifier, team color. And there's DK Metcalf. Yeah, there must be some sort of bug with career stats because that's really odd. Oh, it's showing up for some players. Let's see Jamal Adams here. Yep. Okay. Just a little bug. Hey Kane, been a fan for a few years now. Tried to catch up with the Kalispell Dynasty, but it ended before I caught up, and same with the Broncos. Yeah, there's a lot of content. It can be tough to stay up to date. I appreciate the super chat, Valiant Gamer. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so why don't we sim pass this week? Fast simming there, I like that. So, you see the standings on screen there. Over here, we have more of the stories. We got your mock Twitter feed. You can look at draft stories if you want. And then here is the schedule. This is the current week schedule, obviously, and everybody's record is on screen there. Nice and clean interface for that. Then you got your league leaders on the right side. You can scroll that and easily see all those leaders quickly. I like that a lot. Let's see, is the CPU trying to make any trades? Not yet. The UI overall does seem a bit better. Less button clicks, a little more efficient. So we did 1 week of simulating. Why don't we... just kind of get through this. I want to see the player health. How do I get to the point where I can manage who's getting reps in practice? I know that was a setting in the when I started up the franchise. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme with like this lime green. I don't know. I've never been into this color scheme choice. Progressive fatigue is going to be a setting in here, and practice injuries, if you don't want those, you don't have to have them. I like that it's default on. No tutorials. Yeah, I want to manage those practice reps. So back to weekly strategy again. Manage your... Okay, you just have to go over to that tab. Sorry, I'm learning the new UI. I didn't realize that I could actually move left and right here. So everybody here looks to be 100%, but you can choose who gets the reps. So if we just have... Well, you can also split the reps. So I'm going to do part starters. I'm going to do the D-line starters, the linebackers split, and the secondary is going to be backups. So you'll get a chance to look at the difference in XP, and then you can choose you want full pads, half pads. So we're going to go full pads here. This is kind of, you know, for starters, this is the most training you're going to get. So we're mostly managing the defensive side here. I know I've always thought it's like the Nike Spark color scheme, which I never liked. So we want the defense here. Again, I gave the starters, and it shows you on the left side who got the reps at those positions. So this was full pads. Starters along the D-line all got reps, and you can see the XP they get. Fatigue affected everybody a bit differently. We see Daniil Hunter losing 2 fatigue, DJ Wanham, Michael Pierce, but others didn't lose any. Yeah, Mike, MLB Shop. Get you a White Sox one. By the way, what do you think about Alex Colomé saving back-to-back wins against the White Sox? I was kind of afraid to bring it up to you last night. Alright, so the linebackers went split reps. And that's what that's all about there. I think it'll be a lot easier to develop your backups with this system and not having to force them to play or be a focused player. This seems like a nice way to get them some reps, and hopefully the practice squad guys get some treatment like this. I wonder. It is a sad year to be a Twins fan, but they didn't let us get our hopes up early, so I've kind of been in the same mental state for the last 3 months. Yeah, I mean, you got that regression. Harsh regression, of course. And now suddenly he's saving games. But keep in mind, these are his first 2 saves of the entire season. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I like that that management there, and as we get through more of these games, I want to see the fatigue for players and how it'll vary and if it affects the ratings in a way that I like. All right, receiver mentorship. What do we got here for a scenario? Coach, I know you're frustrated with Olabisi Johnson. I'm not frustrated. He tore his ACL. So this is a scenario basically Thielen saying, look, BC, He's not very good. You want me to help him out? Getting open. It's an interesting, like, angle to come at it from. No, not too many save opportunities. That is very true. So he gave BC here 2 release, 2 short route running. Thank you, Adam Thielen. Are the preseason games going to be the same every year? I mean, judging by history, I would say yes. I think that it changes for year 2 and then it's the same going forward, but I haven't tested it to find out yet. Yeah, I will be going through a whole season. Probably not today because I want to get more gameplay, but I'm checking stuff out for the first time right now. So let's manage this stuff again. I'm just focusing on defense because it'll save time. And so it saved my settings from the previous run. I'm going to run the D-line into the ground to see what happens. The starters. I'm not sure it's going to let me run them into the ground, but I'm going to be as aggressive as I can with their training just to see what happens. Fatigue. +1's in red. But that would be good, right? Like, you want fatigue. And only 3 weeks of preseason. There's a preseason bye. So if I go to my depth chart, manage roster, depth chart. So that's how you get to it now. No, wait, where is the adjust lineup tab? Not depth chart. That's it. So this is, you know, basically carbon copy of where it's been. So let's check out Michael Pierce. I'm looking, okay, so there's that health tab now. And here we have fatigue. It says good. I wish it would just give me a number there. But I think stamina might matter a bit more in this game. Like, stamina is one of those ratings you never really look at. But I think with practice management, it's going to definitely be more of a factor. 91 injury, obviously. Progression history. Nothing for next gen stats. I want to know what's going to populate that screen. Let's go to like Justin Jefferson. Nothing for next gen stats yet. I want to know what's going to show up there. Now, if I go to like the injury management screen, don't I get more of a deep look at this stuff? So this is all kind of the same. What if I check out a player here? I just want to see some of these, like, what does it look like when things are not in a good spot? Okay. Just kind of spells it out for you there. Maybe his top speed and best yak. Yeah, that makes sense, and we just haven't actually played a game to get that in there. I want to check out something here in free agency. Can you offer them what you're looking for? Like, can you change? You cannot change years and the offer for like free agents mid-season. This is something they need to change. Now, granted, a lot of these guys do mostly just sign 1-year deals with no guarantee mid-season, But I should be able to sign a guy to a multi-year if I want to offer him. So that still has not changed. Let's advance past this. What's the new IR rule? They changed an IR rule this year? I like that it shows those team rankings down there. This is cut week. So they kind of gave preseason a cut stage where you can have all your games played and everybody's cutting at the same time, it looks like. I really hope auto subs work in this game. It'll be something I test out, Rack. I hope they do. There were times in the previous game where I felt like I had it figured out, but then it wouldn't work. This cut screen is the same as it's been. Just going to add a couple players to the practice squad. I want to do some experimenting there. I know, people were telling me that last night. Khalil Mack retiring midway through a season because they were losing. Like, that is a wild scenario that I love. Alright, so we've made it to opening day now. I think there's still a bug with like this, see where Jesse Bates is? The right stick, left and right. Like, I can't toggle that for some reason. Here are the weekly goals. Season goals, legacy goals. I haven't chosen a season goal yet. Yeah, what's this IR rule? IR players can come back after 3 weeks? Seriously? When did they do that? And is it still just one return a year? As soon as someone gets hurt, I'll IR them and test that out. But no one's hurt on my team yet. You have to hover over it? Okay, then I'm just having trouble figuring out this. How do you get over it though? Because I'm going to the right and it's just going to news. I don't know how to get over there. Unlimited returns this year? Ooh. How did I miss that? Same goal system here for the season. That's kind of whatever. Same practice setup here. But on this screen, it will show you everybody's fatigue here on the left, and pretty much everybody's good to go. But I think I want to actually get into a game now, play my first game of Madden 22. I want to make sure these games are fairly short. So I'm just going to set it to 4-minute quarters. Just a couple drives each. Oh, dude, we have 1,000 in here. I didn't even realize that. I appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you're a franchise fan, if you're looking for Ultimate Team content, you're honestly not in the right place. I'm probably not, you know, maybe I'll check out Ultimate Team. I don't know, but certainly not right now. I'm busy. We'll simulate the strategy and get into the game. I don't know why PC is basically last gen. I don't know. Yes, that's nice. I told you no tutorials. How do I start the game? How do you start a game? I'm so confused. Play game. Okay, was ready missing, or did I not see it? I'm on 3 hours of sleep. Give me a break. Please tell me the intros are better this year. I hated the intros in 21. Cutting to a new clip every 2.5, not even 2.5 seconds. That would have actually been nice on the eyes. But cutting to a new clip every like 0.38 seconds. This is better. And this is already a much better intro. Are y'all getting decent audio too? Sound of the game? That's looking nice. Yep, I'm a Twins fan. Yes. I gotta say, I'm liking the intro here. Show me some stats. I know it's week 1. Show me his last year's stats. There are some things that aren't in the last gen and PC version. I don't know all the differences, but I think they're missing momentum and dynamic game day. I don't know what that all covers. But obviously we're on the road. So momentum at the top. I can't wait to talk more about that. Starting obviously on the Bengals side of things. And alright, let's play some football. Kane Nwangu here out of the end zone up to the 23-yard line. I haven't actually played a game of Madden in a while because I just play slow sim, watched games all the time. This is weird for me. I have the commentary all muted because then I can have the crowd and everything else louder and I don't need to be talking over them anyway. So I'm just playing here on default All-Pro. And here we see the momentum legend. Right now, Houday is active for them. It's an ability, an M factor, I think they call them. No huddle results in reduced clock runoff. So they're able to no huddle faster? Weird. Dalvin. Getting to the outside on the first play. 23 yards. Oh, I'm sorry. My camera is in the way for that. Yeah, where is my camera best here in Madden? Should I go low right? Or low left? Dalvin now to the other side. Whoa, how'd he go down? Did a little hurdle here over CJ Ham. And then just kind of tripped. He kind of completed it and then just fell down. Alright. I want to test out the snapshot here too. How do you do snapshot? L3? Yep, Turf Monster. So there's the Momentum Legend, a bit more visible. There we go. Threading that one to Thielen at the 31, 18 yards. That's the first pass I've thrown in Madden in a little while. Got any CJ Ham plays here? Yeah, I should flip the camera. CJ Ham rumbling forward for 2 yards. We're starting to take momentum a little bit on this opening drive. A little play fake now. Wide open. Irv Smith inside the 10. This is the EA Access trial. The 10-hour trial. My first game. I do like the new Bengal uniforms. Yeah, I think they look really nice. Oh. Trying to get to Thielen there. Replay on that pass? You want me to go back to the other one? How do you go to highlights? Can you not do it till at the end? So I can't go back to check the other plays right now. Let's get outside or not. It's a game plan play here. Corner for Smith. Oh, no way. Oh, man, that's good coverage by Jesse Bates. That was a nice looking play there. Let's focus on Irv over here. Just can't quite squeeze it there. View highlights and stats. Wow, why would they put it there? What a goofy UI choice. But it looks like now they're taking advantage of the fact that on next gen, you know, you can store these replays, no problem. And I can go back to any of these. It doesn't just like throw ones away that score low. Let me guess, field goals are still automatic? Close one. I'm going to say it again. 2K has a feature called True Shot Percentage, where you don't shoot with a meter, it's all based on player ratings. Give me that for kicking, where I can just say, here's my kicker. Go kick. I want to use one button that just snaps the ball, and his ratings decide the outcome. I would never kick the ball again in Madden. I want a sim kicking option. Can I hold L1 and just not control defense? Looks like it. MLB The Show has the same thing for pitching, right? Yeah, I use it. It's called classic pitching. You choose the pitch, you aim, but it's up to the pitcher, you know, and his ratings to decide, is it a good pitch? Does he miss over the plate? Here's the quarter transition. Kind of sweet. I have the same settings for fielding in the show, because I want it to be rating dependent. I'm just going to control D-line. Oh boy. Come on, Bar. What was our game plan even for this one? No, you're right. This L1 isn't even working. What? T. Higgins? How'd he do that? How'd he come down with that? I love seeing the CPU take a shot like that, though. It's single coverage. But how did he catch that? That's going to be a hard one to top. And this is against Pat Pete. It's trying to... like, that seems like it's almost like a bug or something. No? Okay. Weird. He just misses the ball. That's... I gotta say, that's an impressive touchdown right there. Okay, let's see how the review angles look. Oh, they've disconnected the ref audio from stadium sounds. Nice. That's why you never hear the referees in my videos, because I turn off stadium sounds because it plays music through the speakers. And they usually had the refs in that channel. They've separated it. Let's go. I'm fired up about that change. But they didn't say that it's confirmed. There you go. I shouldn't have changed it. I'm going to challenge something so we can see it without me messing it up. Momentum did change quick there, yes. So I'm just going to run the ball quick and then challenge because I want to see it play out without me accidentally changing things. So they got their Who Day. Now they have Instinct. They can see our intended pass target. See, some of these M factors are clearly meant for, like, head-to-head play, and they're just kind of silly. Like, you can design better home field factors and whatnot. Injury, Dakota Dozier. Alright, I'm just going to challenge that. Kane being fired up about ref audio is why I love this channel. Appreciate it, Alex. I'm looking for everything. Thank you for the super chat. We won the challenge, by the way. They must have given us like an extra half inch or something. We will get to some CPU. I'll record that for the second channel. Yes. That was in my list of things to do. Kind of a weird interaction there. I tried to run him over. I'll be putting out a video with the top 5 like franchise teams that I suggest. I don't know when yet. Ooh. We're getting some tight coverage on a lot of these. And you notice there that his passing icon had disappeared. Well, I can't show it to you in replay. But that's kind of been scrambling. Can you turn this game off and turn on Madden 25 Rams franchise, please? Anything for Bengal. Clearly you're here because you heard of who we're playing against. You want to see your team. RPO BC Johnson. I mean, we just do it differently here. What are you thinking of everything so far? I think you've gotten a better chance to play it so far. This is my first half. I know he's a Giants fan. I'm aware. All right, we're throwing a deep ball here to... No, we're not. We're throwing it to CJ Ham. Oh, come on! Getting upended there by a DB. The fullback's gonna go away completely if we can't start making some plays in these situations. You haven't played the actual game yet? Only the beta for extended period? Okay. I'm gonna burn one there. Watch the halftime show? Yeah, we'll check that out. Although my audio is probably going to keep it from really being much of an experience. We're throwing it up. Adam Thielen back of the end zone. And that's pretty good coverage. That Darius Phillips, I like him. Hey Kane, love your stuff. Question, what was your opinion on the old Madden QB vision feature? I personally liked it. I know a lot of people didn't. I liked it. And I think that it teaches good habits if you have a smaller vision cone for reading, reading the defense and not trying to see everything happen at the same time. It'll teach you better habits. I think it made you better if you used it. There's JJ. Bengals really revamped their secondary. Jesse Bates has been making plays. He's the one I've had to avoid this whole time. Let's see if I can get KJ Osborne up the seam. Yep. I'm liking the overall coverage tightness, though. They've been competitive on a lot of these. Mainly it was Bates. They have not gotten any pressure, though. Like, the Vikings O-line is officially rebuilt based on this first half. Yeah, this is 22 next gen. Hmm. 11 plays, 82 yards. No need to be in a rush. Is there haptic feedback? I don't think that it's anything special. It feels like pretty basic vibration. Nothing like you'd see on a first-party Sony game. There are halftime adjustments, yep. I want to see that stuff pop up. I'm just going to keep controlling the D-line. Joey Burrow under pressure. All he's doing is throwing at the T. Higgins. Yeah, I'm looking for the CPU as well. That's obviously how I play because I'm 85 years old. But I really enjoy it. Oh, we're almost there. How is he still on his feet? Buddy, how you doing? Ooh. Giving Burrow the time to go deep. Wow. Out of bounds, though. Tyler Boyd found it. These deep balls are making me nervous now. D-line controls seem the same. I got 12 seconds. What does my pup think of the gameplay? He left the room. Not impressed. Alright, 12 seconds. Okay, they changed hot routes on me here. Yeah, I hit up on the D-pad. You got so many different hot route options. I'd like to hit BC here. I'm going to hit BC. I am not hitting BC Johnson. Make the tackle at least. Now, is that momentum going to carry into the second half? I want to know what happens here. Does it kind of get neutralized? Alrighty. Hail Mary. Joe Burrow. Who says he's got a weak arm? Incomplete. It did just go down. I want to see. It's like a couple ticks away from the rocket. So here's halftime. I wasn't greedy. I was maximizing my time available to try and get points for my team. You know that Detroit is like basically in Canada? I found that out a few years ago. I'm like, wow. Detroit's like really right there by Canada. They're down 17-10. You got 14-0 Seahawks over the Colts. This is pretty much the same. Be cool if they showed like the top performers so far from the games that are done or in progress. Justin Herbert, Ryan Fitzpatrick. What am I drinking? Good old water. Ice flavored. All right, halftime adjustments or not? We got next gen stats. Short pass air yards. Now, I wonder if they just, like, randomly give those to you or if you can actually, like, check stuff out. All right, you can check out the game plans now. So, we're going to focus on running it inside. And they've been throwing the deep ball and kind of worrying me. So, I'm going to look at defending deep pass here in the second half. I want them to have to win somehow else. And momentum appears to be right where it left off. End of first half. Let's try a squib kick. Here's what an accurate squib kick looks like. Not ideal. Well, it could have been worse, but... yeah, the Vikings are my team. Indeed. Here comes the Neil Hunter. Or not. Harrison Smith would never hit anybody that lightly. Fake. Where's Joe Mixon? We didn't get Michael Pierce and Dalvin Tomlinson to get dominated like that up front. Probably injured in here. There's the underneath throw. Okay. Running back route. You're not like an automatic first down or anything. I'm liking the separation overall in coverage. Pass rushing feels a little bit weak. Some of the animations look a bit off. I know a lot of people want my thoughts so far. I'm just trying to get some games in before I really give definitive thoughts. But some of the animations in the trenches do feel a bit off to me. Some of the collisions. We got 1278 in here now. Oh boy, no! He was in position to make a better play than that. If you would leave a like on the stream, I'd very much appreciate that. We're at 299. Can we get to 370? Oh, what's this? Yeah, what was that tackle attempt there? Yeah, see, like, the dive here ends up off. That's where it feels a bit sloppy. 393. Yeah, pass rush has felt non-existent on both sides. All right, here's cover 0. Or actually, no, cover 1. Oh, they run it. Don't let them get in. Oh, nice play, Kendricks. They changed the way you audible. That was kind of an awkward cut and dive, but he got into the end zone. That's a Bengals touchdown, and their momentum is maxed. And they really crank up the crowd audio in this, too. Can you notice that? Abdominal tear for Ryan Connolly. We can test the IR rules with him. Whoa. Screen's shaking a little bit now. So now they have hot hands. Home team has improved catching. There's vibration and a little screen shake going on. Let's try to pick up the pace a little bit here. Come on, you got him. No, come on, he was the only guy open. Come on. What was that? Let's try a screen pass. Screens were bad in Madden 21. This feels about the same. Not getting that momentum down yet either. There's a first down for Thielen. We got to get 6 on this drive. Thought I could sneak a run in there. Quick 6 yards there to Jefferson. Thought they might be sending something there. Thielen? Nope. Underthrew it. Didn't really make an effort to go and get it either. Oh boy. Not looking good. Might be able to get the ball back with like 12 seconds. Maybe. they're not even going to try to get the first down here. All right, they're going to kick a field goal then with 14 seconds left. Before I went live, I was checking out the new trailer for Lawn Mowing Simulator. And I got to thinking, like, could I get like a whole steering wheel cockpit setup and play Lawn Mowing Simulator? That's the next gen experience I've been looking for. Yeah, they should not have taken a knee to kick the field goal there. They should try getting the first down. Oh my! I like it a bit more dramatic on the channel.
This is our time. Our time.
My first special teams touchdown. I mean, it's just blocked so perfectly. Running animations are still a bit off to me, though. I don't know what it is about, like, this EA engine and just the running looking stiff. Oh boy. Ice the kicker for an extra point here. We're going to try an onside kick. They can try a 57-yard field goal to win the game. Hopefully no wind. Whoa. Okay, so they win the game like that. How much wind was there? Wasn't it left to right? That was a heck of a kick. Here's post game. Show me player of the game. This is the 10-hour trial, yes. Times QB pressured. 0 on both sides. Like, there was no pressure at all. Yeah, post game is still lacking. We had 30 dropbacks in this game and 0 pressures. 0 sacks. If we go to view highlights, okay, they do start to get rid of some of those replays and they only keep ones that meet the score threshold. Are they tracking anything unique here? Nope. Kick me out of franchise. Got my snapshot in there. It tells you what play it was too. Okay, that's cool. We're going to test out the IR rules. We're going to IR everybody here. We're testing to see if they updated the IR rules in franchise mode. Which means that there's unlimited returns after 3 weeks. So my first impressions right now are that, to me, the gameplay felt a bit more crisp in 21. There was some weird animations in there, some interactions that didn't feel right. We're going to get into another game, though, and see how that plays out. We'll switch up teams and stuff. I want to check out... Okay, franchise staff. So, top right corner, we can see the staff points. That's how you're upgrading your coaching tree. It's just kind of a universal currency, so you decide, you know, what do you want to spend these on, but these are all costing like 10, so I'm nowhere near being able to make those upgrades. These ones are costing 16. And now I think there's an option in this to decide like the pricing of it to make it tougher. Let me see if I can find that. Staff talent cost modifier. So if we go to slowest, that's 3x. So it should cost a lot more to get those talents then. And for my franchise, I'm probably going to be on a slower setting. So now these cost 30. That's just personal preference. Can you make custom coordinators? I don't believe so. You can fire your coordinators and then hire a new one. But I don't think you can actually customize them. We hired a new coordinator, and it gave me staff points for doing so. Okay. Michael, I appreciate you becoming a new member on the channel. Thank you for the support. Love to see it. Every month I do a channel member live stream for the channel members, usually at the end of the month, and I go live for about an hour and a half and give you some updates and some announcements for the channel. That's usually where I'm talking about ideas that I have, and I'm getting feedback for the first time. Just the way to support the channel if you want it is $4.99 for a month. Definitely don't feel like you have to do it, but if you want to support the channel that way, it is an option. Let's see all the staff moves. Okay, you can see what happened there. That's cool. Been watching forever but never joined, so thanks. I appreciate it, Michael. Glad you're enjoying the content. Oh, this is going to save me time in my CPU sims. Wait, no. We're in week 1, so the box score is still there. Let's advance. Let's see if the CPU's making any trades yet. Oh. They put these into the game. Interesting. So how far does this go back all the way? They have all these classic seasons recorded in here. That's pretty cool. This is not cool. Not cool. No. No. And then I'm guessing the all-time records are just over here. They're the same as they've always been as far as the presentation of them goes. And just showing the top 10. So for current gen, I think they don't get momentum or dynamic game day, which is like presentation stuff. So I think they get a lot of other stuff with, you know, the coaching staffs, but I have not played the last gen version. I don't know for sure. I want to sim a couple weeks because I want to try that IR return. Let's go to the Lions game. Ooh, the scouting. Oh, yeah. Ooh, the scouting. So for now, it's the same as it's always been. Hooray. It's not really scouting. It's a 3-tap simulator. Good player. Good player. That's not scouting. Excited to see the new one more in full. They've teased it a little bit, but even that didn't have a lot of depth to it. But you're going to have like multiple scouts and an ever-changing big board, and it looks cool. It definitely looks neat. But that's coming in September. I'm not seeing these IR returns. Can we see the week 2 box score? Are you talking about just this individual game? Not many pass attempts at all. So now that we're more getting closer to mid-season, I want to see the, ooh, GM meeting. Prospects spotlight. Coach. Okay. I was skipping that just because there was music and I wasn't sure if it was like copywritten, but you just tell me one player you wanted me to check out. Kevin Beltran. Hey, not a loaded receiver class. A lot of second rounders. But yeah, I'm not too worried about scouting right now. Looking at contracts, looks about the same to me. Okay, weekly strategy. Let's take a look at the health for everybody now at this stage. We're not really seeing like this full pad intensity matter a ton. I don't know if it's skipping over my training or whatever, but you shouldn't see all these fatigues in this good of a spot. I can try doing a trade, yeah, testing out the trade logic. So let's see here. Let's try Zach Wilson. It should be extremely difficult to acquire Zach Wilson. Yeah, and it is. But now what happens if I start putting players in? Do they value players too much? If we go to like... They right tackle isn't here because left tackle is there twice. Okay, I'm glad that didn't work. Not even close. What does it take to get Zach Wilson from the Jets? What if I put in Dalvin? That works straight up. All right, let's try another young player. Let's see Trevor Lawrence. I haven't pre-ordered, so I don't have any pre-order packs. Why isn't it letting me put players in there? It's not allowing me to do this. I don't know. A couple bugs here where it's like messing up like that. Check Lamar's rushing stats. Yeah, good idea. We're like 6 games in. Not enough. These averages at running back look a bit more promising. More in the 4s at least. But you can tell their logic is still like, they have a goofy way of getting the rushing stats. What's going on, Blackjack? Glad to see you here. It is illegal to trade for Trevor Lawrence. Everybody say hello to Blackjack. I will try the Quentin Nelson, Mike. But what you'll notice here is they have a very weird way of simulating rushing results. Like, look at the longs. 8 yards on 83 carries? Yeah, right. 9 yards on 95 carries? Please. 100 yards is not technically possible, by the way. But their way of getting these sim rushing stats is still messed up. It's been this way for years. Now, who are the leading receivers? 6 games in. By the way, I don't like that it's not highlighting these columns. It's just showing the text. DK, Zach Pascal, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, Antonio Brown. Most of these players, I think, would be listed as slot receivers. I doubt it with DK. Pascal, though, probably. Yeah, the running back MVP is apparently a thing too because of what's happening with their receiving stats now. I want to see, do they have Pascal listed as the slot? Because I can't stand that whole slot receiver bias the SimLogic has. Amari had more yardage than CeeDee Lamb. Steven Sims was in the top, and he was in the slot as well. Okay, I want to keep going here with the simulating. Oh, I want to try a trade quick. I guess everybody always does this with Quentin Nelson. Too easy to acquire. Let's see how easily I can get Quentin Nelson. Kellen Mond does nothing. How about a second round pick? Not much there. What if I offer Eric Kendricks? No. Now I wonder if I was able to do the Dalvin trade because he has X Factor. They might have like a special thing in here for X Factors if they're offered. Is Daniil an X Factor? What's he at? X Factor? Let's see if I offer Daniil what happens. A little bit. Can't do it for Zach Wilson. Bye week scenario. This is the same. A 7 morale boost. I like that they went a bit more aggressively with it. This is what pops up during your bye week then. I like that. Showing your top needs, your salary cap, and your team ranks. View. Okay. Draft Central. Top needs. And you can view the prospects. Okay. Let's see if the league is doing any trades that we can look at here. That I didn't do, obviously. So you still get like these, you know, BJ Hill for a 3 and a 7 would not happen. No way. Jalen Ferguson for a 3, no. Like, teams are still willing to give up a 3 for a player they should be giving up a 5 or a 6 for. So we know already they're missing the new IR rules in franchise, which is unlimited returns after 3 weeks. We're getting closer to where I can actually start returning those players. I'll check the next gen stats, yeah. I wanted to see what that looked like on the player card. I just want to get to week 10 so I can definitely do an IR return. Now the return is possible. But I bet it only allows me to do 1 player. Nope. So it's letting me do unlimited, but it's not until, I think, 8 weeks. Or wait, are they limiting me to 2 returns? Yeah, I can't return him now. So it let me do 2 players. Let's play a game again. 0-8 versus 1-7. I also wanted to see, again, this weekly strategy. Like, I'm not seeing the fatigue really drop on these players. 98%. Like, this is not... Like, we are full pad practice all year long. You should not be able to do that. There's no reason to not go full pads at this rate. We have had... I don't think we've had a practice injury. Obviously, the fatigue is not much of a factor. Let's go check out the next gen stats. Air yards, targets, and catch rate. Okay, yards after catch. Could be some legitimately cool stuff here, but I've only played 1 game. He should have some air yards, though. Like, he had a catch. Therefore, he had to have some kind of air yard. In the game that we were playing. Oh yeah, I'm only expecting next-gen stats from the games that I played. But I'm not sure they're really accurate yet. So far I think the presentation's better. I like that there are some features added to franchise, but there seems to be some issues with some of these implementations, like when we were looking at fatigue there in the health screen. It feels like it's missing, you know, a bit of polish to at least get it to shore up some of these things. Not necessarily like to revamp things, but to get them like truly like ready to play. It has more of a beta feel to it. I'm guessing there's like a day one update coming. I don't know. They have like 48 release dates, so beats me. That's kind of cool. The scouting is coming in an update in September, so right now it's really just the same experience. Yeah, to me, like, the collision physics feel a bit off. Like, so far I'm thinking 21 next gen is a bit smoother of a game. I want to get into a CPU game sometime soon, because that's what I usually play. The CPU, slow sim. Because I think that's where the gameplay is the best, and I have a lot of fun with it. Oh, definitely. Thank you for the super chats. Yeah, the retired numbers should really be an easy thing, but for whatever reason, they're not in the game. A lot of teams have retired numbers, and then you see players wearing them all the time. Whereas Cook, I traded him, testing out things. I traded for Zach Wilson. Try the slow sim. Okay, after this play, I'll do like the rest of the drive in slow sim to check it out there. Madison. Woo. So this is how I usually play on my franchises, because I think the gameplay is better. And I like the management side of franchise anyway. And the games are more exciting to me. There you go. Madison getting to the outside. That's not bad. Inside the 20 with it. You still get to see momentum there at the top. Inside again, not much. You want to see Zach Wilson out there? Here's Cousins drifting out, and what was that? That was a mess. This is 3rd down and 8. Cousins to the end zone with it. What a catch. Out at the 1. Justin Jefferson. We got that goal line OP. Quick touchdown to Irv Smith. Momentum changing hands there. Yeah, I'll get some Zach Wilson gameplay, considering I traded for him to test out trade logic. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the running animations in Madden, but they've always looked off. And we've gotten to the point now where so many other games and engines have really good running cycles. But the running game looks weird right now. Like, the running game, I will say, like, is much better in 21 compared to what I'm seeing now. I mean, Eckler, did he stop when he had this? Like, he literally just stopped and allowed himself to be tackled. There's something really off about some of these things right now. Just even compared to where it's been. Like, that's where I think it feels like we're in a beta right now. That was a nice turn up the sideline, though. Yeah, day 1 patch, I think, will be an official release date. Or the early access release date. That's what I would think. Pass rushing, I don't like. It's been basically non-existent. Now, we did just sack Herbert, but the pockets, like, not being pushed up front whatsoever. You like to see his avoidance AI be much better than this. Like, this is one heck of a win rate here. Well, that's DeCastro. He is pretty good. He didn't move, though. Yeah, I do miss the walk to the scrimmage out of the huddle. I thought it was kind of unnecessary to try to, you know, make the game faster by cutting that out. I don't think it really did much, and I don't think anyone really cared. Let's try and end around. These plays almost never work, and there's a defender to switch sides. He's going to make the play easily. This is Zach Wilson with the deep ball. Thielen took it away.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We're going to call a timeout there. Ian, I appreciate the super chat. Best creator on YouTube. Plus, I got PGA Tour 21 because of you. I'm having a blast. That's a good game right there. Yeah, I was really impressed with that game. I don't know if they're coming out with one this year, but I wish I had played more at 21. I guess I still could, but yeah, I think the PGA game's in a really good spot. 2Ks. I don't think graphics are any worse, but I wouldn't say it's so much the player movement. That feels about the same as 21, and I think it's more of the interactions and the physics that feel way off. Touchdown, BC Johnson. And in a lot of these situations here, like, the defender and the receivers are reacting like there's no one else near the football, and we're not really seeing interactions as much. Like, they're both trying to catch the ball simultaneously, and that's kind of creating some weird interactions to me.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That first game against the Bengals was pretty tough. We'll see if the Chargers get anything going. Might be too late in the first half. Nice. That was a pretty nice throw right there to Mike Williams. We know what Mike Williams does to me on this channel. Not a good time. I'll be watching Field of Dreams tonight, you bet. I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, yeah, they got Harrison Smith there. I think they had a 3-on-2 deep. Yep. They just called a better play there. Harrison's watching this receiver as he cuts inside. Nice job exposing that cover too. So they're slowly chipping away at the momentum. Ooh. There are too many situations where the defender goes for the football when it doesn't make sense. And they should be playing the receiver and not trying to pretend that they're Deion Sanders. Mike Williams to the 19. Is Face of the Franchise in this? Yeah, it exists. I haven't played it though.
We got this.
All right, halftime once again. You watch halftime. I'm taking a bathroom break. My focus is to throw it deep. And my focus on defense is to defend the deep ball. I'll see what Face of the Franchise is about this year, but I don't know. Look at that tackle I just made.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now, there are some really nice form tackles I've seen. Not just hitting, actual tackling. But it seems like the more players there are in the area, the more the game is just kind of lost. So running between the tackles has been a little awkward. Good night. User pass rushing kind of feels, you know, I don't know. Anytime I can just go there and hit one button and win, it feels easy. But I guess I don't have, like, you know, 8 sacks in the game or anything. But I might get there. Ooh. This is like one of the first punts of the entire day. What animation did you want to see? I can get a replay for you. Was it the... Which play?
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not my house, baby. Not my house.
The stop and go. I'll try to find one. Favorite college team, Minnesota. Playing all-pro franchise against the CPU. CJ Ham on the move to the 26. Let's see. Deep pass. Let's see if we can find a nice double move here or something. Not much. Oh wait, that's only dagger. Ten seconds. Oh yeah, halftime. Nice. They're not easy to find, that's for sure. Does it feel similar to last year's game? Yes. The more heavy movement on next gen does feel very familiar. Oh, I got sacked actually. Haven't had to worry about the pass rush too much. I think I'm on graphics mode just because the way I'm recording, I can only get 30 frames anyway. Woo! That was a nice move there by Thielen. So I'm not optimizing it for performance if I'm capped at 30 frames. I think as far as the differences between this and 21, it's going to be more different from a feature standpoint than a gameplay standpoint, is what I'm getting from this so far. With new things in franchise and eventually the scouting update, that's going to make more of a difference than anything gameplay-wise that I've noticed. Even including momentum. This is a game that I think was more focused on features. They're going for too many interceptions. Oh, he didn't catch that, apparently. He's acting like he did. Oh, wait. Was it? It was a touchdown. Okay. Very confused for a minute there. Defenders are going for too many interceptions. Break it up. You can knock that away. You already have the right technique. You already have your left arm behind him. Just reach out in front with the right, knock it away. Don't go for the pick. Which do I think is the best sports game out right now? The Show. But I don't play a lot of 2K. I don't play NHL or FIFA, so I don't play every game. And no, I mean I play basically 2 sports games, and you know, the Show out of the box. You can fire that up every year on Hall of Fame and just run a franchise. Ooh. Threw it right between 2 receivers. It's kind of funny. Ooh, actually stayed in bounds to get that done. Yeah, I don't really like how these animations, like, we're moving into that one, but it's like, just looks really awkward. See? These over-aggressive defenders are causing mistakes every drive. I'm calling a timeout here. Because they're going for interceptions, they're A, missing the ball, not getting deflections, and they're not in a position to make the tackle if the receiver gets the ball. Like, why are you trying to catch it? Needs a solid day 1 patch, that's for sure. Oh boy. Xavier Woods. We're down the sideline here. No, Austin Eckler, get out of here! Oh, man. Give me next-gen stats on that.
Let's go.
28-3. Oh, man, couldn't stay in bounds. So we get the fumble again. That was weird. He actually tried to angle that outside. You don't normally see the CPU run at that angle on a kickoff. Madison, run him over. And then Bosa from behind. Breaking news on Christian Darrisaw. Oh, we knew that. You seeing a specialist today? Here's a rule of thumb. If a player on your favorite team is seeking like medical advice or a procedure or something out of state, probably a really bad sign. You don't go to a completely different state just because you're just curious about an injury. And if your favorite players are ever in Florida, it's to see Dr. James Andrews, and that guy's season's done. Yeah, end of game presentation still lacking. I still have the lawnmower simulator trailer pulled up. Like, I keep thinking about like getting a racing wheel and like a mounting kit for it. Like, it's one thing to play lawnmower simulator, but imagine playing lawn mowing simulator with like a full racing setup. That sounds like fun. All right. Let's advance again. The section above the scoreboard is the momentum. That's only on next gen, by the way. Breakout player Xavier Woods. We're used to these breakouts. Can you check on Lamar rushing stats and Kyler? Sure thing, Rec. Last time we checked, it wasn't looking good. Donovan, thank you for becoming a new member on the channel. Thank you. Kyler has run for 296. So you're looking at a lot less than normal. If you look at yards per game. I guess it's comparable to this one. This is PS5, yep. Let's check Lamar. Good passing stats. The rushing stats. 405. I mean, at 45 a game, that's not nothing. I mean, that's going to be, you know, like 800 plus yards by the end of the year. So that's not awful. But I think a big thing here is the quarterbacks are probably not having too many longs. So it's not likely to see them get to like 1,000 like this. I want to sim to the end of the year now to take a look at some season stats. Oh wow, yours crashed 7 times. Yeah, we'll check injuries for the whole league and stuff at the end of here. Alright, so we have passing leaders and all the leaders on the right side. So we're getting a bit more rushing yards than we typically see. Passing yards look way down. Only 2 at 4,000? Receiving yards are way down. And this is 17 game season, keep in mind. Sim stats have not been in a good spot. But it doesn't feel like there's a lot of like corrections. The yardage is very low. The touchdowns though are really high. 53 for Brady. That's one of the best all time. Justin Fields 39 and 13 as a rookie. Trevor Lawrence 34 and 15. Joe Burrow 34 and 6. Herbert, not so good. Wentz, very not good. So CMC, 1,700 on the ground. Career high by far. And 545 receiving. Michael Thomas. Antonio Brown, DK, Galladay, Cooper. A lot of these guys are slot receivers. I don't think you're getting 1,000 with Russell Gage without having him in the slot. Or Steven Sims. Tight ends are getting a lot of love in the simming. A ton are over 800 yards. Why are so many longs 25? Are they not capable? Wait, not everybody. But why is 90+% long a 25? Sim logic there is not working correctly. So the MVP, CMC, that seems to be happening a lot in franchise right now. You have a lot of running backs here in the top, mostly quarterbacks still, but you do have 3 running backs in the top 10 in this particular sim. And you still have Rookie of the Year separated by conference. For some reason, that's not how it works. Maybe it's how it should work, but it's not. Yeah, they're playing music here, so I'm just skipping those scenes. I got fired. But there was an option there to fight for my job. Why can't I advance? Is it forcing me to retire? Because I can't back out of this now. Let's check out the sim results from the season. Vikings are the worst team. Where are the Lions? 10-7. Yeah, there are still a lot of things that gotta be fixed, and overall, I think like the game lacks the polish that even like 21 had as far as gameplay goes. Ed, I appreciate you becoming a new member on the channel. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the support today, everybody. So the game is worse than 21 right now. Gameplay wise, like I think 21 is in a better spot than what I just saw in those two games. Now, keep in mind I play almost all CPU, and these were just normal games. And I think CPU plays better, and that's why it's how I play the game, because I think that CPU default all pro is better than any slider set you'll ever see for user versus CPU. That's just how I think it is. I think that these features in franchise mode are really cool. Being able to customize your staff with the talent trees and manage practice, but that didn't even seem like it was in the best spot, just because where was the like it never actually got difficult to manage fatigue. Okay, here we got 86%. There are some players that have lower fatigue, but it seems like it's too easy. Let me check out some of these settings. Progressive fatigue is on. Practice injury is on. Let's check injuries. Two here for the Jaguars, 2 for the Jets, 2 for the Lions. Injuries seem like they're too low, although I didn't mess with the settings at all. Curious. I doubt if you boosted fatigue that you would see that in simming. It says none on those injuries because they were IR'd and now they're healthy, but they can't come off IR, so it says no injury. What's sim to the off season? Season recap. You have Packers over Kansas City. Jair Alexander as the MVP. Fired after 1 year. Here are all the changes, though. So this is a new stage then. This is staff week. This is before re-signing players. Okay, yeah, that makes some sense. Getting your staff set up. I think some of these changes to franchise are pretty meaningful. I just don't know that they're tuned perfectly right now. Like, I think progressive fatigue done right is an absolute game changer. But to me, I feel like I could sim through that entire season and not worry about it. The coaching staff changes will make your staff matter and you develop your coaches. Like, that is a very nice element that the game needed. The scouting, when that's here, is going to guaranteed to be better than the boring 3-click system we have now. And what they've shown from that, it should be, you know, pretty cool to see that play out. Gameplay-wise, I don't feel like there are a lot of great changes. Not that I've noticed. I'm interested to see some other first impressions because to me, gameplay doesn't feel as good as 21 next gen, and the game kind of feels more like a beta that needs a bit of polish before it's done. Alright, let's see what free agency looks like. I just simmed a year and my passing yards are way more. 4 quarterbacks over 5K, 20 over 4K. That is a massive difference compared to mine. I only had 2 over 4K. Sign free agents. I'm guessing it's the same. That's a massive contract. Shorter quarter lengths shouldn't affect simulating. I just simmed through like 10 plus seasons last night, and I play my franchise slow sim on like 8 or 9 minute quarters. That's never been a problem. Draft presentation, I'm guessing, is the same. What's going on with the screen? It's like the Undertaker's entrance. Finally, the smoke goes away. When I'm on the clock, it just keeps doing this, like, glitchy fog. Let's see the trade down offers. $79. I just randomly selected the best player in the draft. Yeah, the CPU used to make draft day trades. They would, you know, jump you for certain players at times, and there was more to it. I like that there are the additions to franchise. I think they have to be tuned a bit. Hopefully there is a day one patch coming that can smooth out gameplay, because I still feel like that's a step back from 21 in a lot of ways. But yeah, I think that accomplishes what I wanted to get done in this live stream. I'll come back later tonight and get some stuff recorded to try and continue seeing what I think of the game. But that is going to do it for me today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the live stream today. I'll be doing more streams of Madden 22. I'll have some videos coming out that I'm excited about. I don't know how much I can do with the trial until I have the full game in my possession, so I will do as much as I can. But I appreciate all your time. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you had some fun on the stream today, and I will see you all in something else next time, checking out more of Madden 22. Have a good day, everybody.